Hey guys. Well, as it turns out, tomorrow is my day. I'm going to go cleanse myself at the Veterans Administration and take steps to um, get alcohol out of my life. Um, well, again, I've done this before in the past, and it was successful for a while. But then the spinal surgery came along and stuff, and then I ended up, drinking again, going from 200 to 300 pounds, that kind of stuff. So it was a bad journey. Um, But thankfully, whatever God may be out there, whatever is out there, I'm still kicking and breathing for some reason. So until I'm not, I'm gonna, you know, push forward, drive forward, and do what I got to do. Um, but you know, am I ever never gonna ever take a drink again in my life? I'm not gonna say that. Anybody that ever says I quit drinking, well, they're full of shit. Especially if they're an actual alcoholic. Same thing with drug addicts, sex addicts, whatever. Um, whatever your vice is, you're never over it, ever. Um, all you're doing at the moment is you're stopping it. So always remember that you never quit anything because as long as you're breathing, you may do it again. So don't put that much pressure on your shoulders. I quit drinking. I quit having whatever. Don't do it. Just tell yourself you're going to take it one step at a time, and there's a reason they have that 12-step program and everything. Man, shit like that may work for a lot of people, don't work for others. Didn't work for me. That's not my gig. It might be in the future. Not bashing anyone. It's just not my thing. Um, but I do like going and sitting and you know listening to people and talking to like-minded people about things and stuff, and listening to people that are different than me. I love that too. I mean, I think the world is wonderful with differences. If we were all the same, God, can you imagine how bland this world would be? So that's why I never understood things like hate and diversity and racism and segregationism and all that other bullshit. I don't get it. I think if you treat people right and you're just a good human being and you do well for yourself, who gives a shit what you're doing next door? No matter who you're sleeping with, what your religion is, your political views, as long as you're not too far to what they call the right or the left. I mean, that's just what the labels they put on it. God, I do hate labels, but that's what they put on it of any situation. It doesn't matter if it's political, religious, or what, right or left. You go too far one way, I mean, you're tipping the scales too much. The birds flying in a circle kind of shit. So, left wing, right wing kind of bark crap. So, anyway, what I'm trying to say is, uh, there's nothing wrong with being who you are, you know, and living your life, your best life, because we don't have but a certain amount of years on this dirt ball with a lot of water on it. That's pretty much what we are if you look at the overall scheme, with a bunch of little life forms. We just happen to be a part of it. So there's a bigger scheme out there. So always remember that. So, but anyway, I'm going to go tomorrow and do this. And for some odd reason, I decided to share this. Jesus Christ, with an online audience of a few that may turn to many. Whoever knows. But for some reason, I don't know. It helps me get shit off my shoulders. It's a it's an out for me to get things out off my chest. Hell, to me, sitting here looking at a camera and a couple of screens with my ugly fat face on it is hell. That's more therapeutic than sitting here talking to my psychiatrist, who is a big Green Bay fan, by the way. But it's actually, no offense to him, more therapeutic. I mean, I think I'm going to start paying myself 60, 70, $100 an hour to do this. But anyway, I'm going tomorrow to clean my system out, kind of do a reboot, get my oil change, my tune up, and put some some tires, some new wheels, work some things in. See how many more miles I can get out of this machine. So, but I do want to still do a proper YouTube channel for me, myself. I would just want to do it for fun and again to just express myself. So I'm hoping when I get back, I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to do my lighting and everything. I've said lighting since the beginning. I still haven't got the lighting that I want. Everything I do try, I'm just not happy with because everything behind me is just wood, and then of course you got all these colors, boom, all these, different colors and different things that you got behind you. So I'm going to have to keep experimenting with cameras and lighting and stuff like that until I'm happy with what I got. And then maybe I can do something on a daily basis, drop some stuff, maybe even have some live streams or conversations with people, and do some actual, YouTubing. You and also I can't wait till it gets a little warmer because me and my dog Bella, I'm going to take her on some trips with me in the truck, and we're going to do some fishing and camping and hanging out and cooking. Cooking is my thing. I love to absolutely just cook whatever, you know, whatever comes to mind. I love to cook. So that's the kind of stuff I want to do. Now, like I said, am I ever going to take a drink again? Maybe. So don't judge me. I'm just saying I'm going to cleanse myself. I'm not going up there to stop myself from being a drinker or an alcoholic or whatever. I'm going up there for me to take care of myself right now. I just feel like at this point in my life that I've pushed it a little too far. I went from I could have a beer and watch the football game to eating my dinner and going to bed to I don't even touch my dinner and all I do is drink until I go to sleep. So I think a lot of it has to do with this stupid so-called pandemic and the weight gain and everything I had from the spinal surgery. So I got to get back in the game, and once I do, I'm sure I'll feel better. And if I get back to that guy that can go to a Buffalo Wild Wings and have some, mango habanero wings and watch a Green Bay Packers beat the Chicago Bears, hopefully, game, and just have a couple of brews and come home and be good for the rest of the night, that would be fantastic. But if I can't do that, then it's going to have to be to the point to where it'll never be again. And if it, because I can't handle it. So I think this is one of those chances I better take advantage of. So anyway, so I'm sorry I made this 8 minutes, 9 minutes. I just, want to get a couple things off my chest before I go tomorrow because I'm not going to be making a video at least, I don't know. They say 3 to 5 days for a detox, maybe 7, depending on what they find with my blood work and everything, which here recently has been good, thank God. But I guess we'll see. I'll just put it in the hands of my providers because I'm staying with them. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. I made me some burritos tonight. Steak and pork burritos, but I like to put fajita seasoning inside of them. Get a little mix, throw that Americanized twang into another beautiful culture that makes amazing food. So I appropriated your burritos, and I'm going to eat them. So, as you all know from watching me before, I am not politically correct. And I love everyone and everything until they show me something different. So, anyway, I'm going to get my nervous ass off of here and try to prepare my mind for tomorrow and play me a little Resident Evil Revelations. Playing that game again. Love me some semi-old school Resident Evil. So, we'll do that for a couple hours and then hit the sack. Get up in the morning and see what tomorrow holds. So, if you give a damn, wish me luck. If you don't, well, you don't. So, but anyway, you guys have a good night. Hopefully, a better tomorrow. And I will talk to you guys hopefully in a few days. See you.